Hey, we're live again. Tuesday night, we took a Tuesday off to go to the beach. It was great.
So much fun.
Saw some cool birds and ate some fish. Saw some fish. Um, also, um, played on the beach with the nieces and nephews.
It was so much fun.
It was cool. It was way cool. Got some cool beach clothes. You know, yeah.
You did.
And poor day, poor very clean beach for Texas. I guess Texas has decent beaches.
It's a beautiful beach.
Yeah, yeah, really really nice. And thank y'all for coming by. We're here live again on Tuesday night, and we're gonna play. I think we're gonna start with Bernadine, since we just mentioned the Third Coast, and this is a Third Coast song. First coast being the Atlantic, second coast being the Pacific, third coast being the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah. So, Mexico. So here we go.
Here we go.
All right. Wrote this with old Michael O'Connor. Excuse me. Well, I hit my stride in Louisiana, where it's hard to tell the daytime from the night. Placed my bets, saw the faces of the winners and the losers in the light. I dragged my nets off the widow maker, up 3 weeks' pay. I got a motel key. New Orleans sure picked a winner off a low rent, rundown Gulf Coast loser like me. Am I the worst you've seen, Bernadine? Cast a little of your loving down my way. Keep these dice from turning cold. Make my hard times shine like gold. Shed a little mercy, Bernadine. Rain fell hard on my motel window as the night gave in along the Poncha train. Ran with little Joe, lost all my money. I got whiskey and salt water running in my veins. Sing it if you know it. Saint Bernadine, please don't forsake me. You gonna help me find my way. If these hard times don't overtake me, I'm gonna cast my nets into the Galveston Bay. Am I the worst you've seen, Bernadine? Cast a little of your loving down my way. Keep these dice from turning cold. Make my hard times shine like gold. Shed a little mercy, Bernadine. Am I the worst you've seen? Hey, Bernadine. Come on, Bernadine. Cast a little of your loving down my way. Lucky seven, lucky seven. Keep these dice from turning cold. Make my hard times shine like gold. Shed a little mercy, Bernadine. Shed a little mercy, Bernadine. Oh, yeah.
Adam Carroll, Michael O'Connor. Great tune.
Oh, yes. ACMOC and CC on the Mando. It's gonna be a fun night, I think.
I think
You know,
so.
got a little
We're going
bit
to
of,
take some requests. I think there's one in already. Coach, have you seen that one? You do know about it. I think, is it Red Bandana Blues? Is that the right? Are there others?
That one for Bonnie and City by the Sea for Carrie Edgar.
Oh, thanks,
All right, Carrie.
Thanks, Bonnie.
Thanks, Bonnie. We got Coach joining us tonight.
Coach is in, the voice in the stream.
He's only got one name, like
Madonna and Prince.
Madonna and Prince.
Rizzo.
And, Rizzo.
Rizzo's got one name.
And Pink, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, Coach. He's
You
in
keep
there.
going, I guess.
Yeah.
Gaga, but Lady Gaga, she's got two.
Two names. And you want to do City?
Well, I thought Red Bandana. You don't want it. You want to.
Well,
Well, Bonnie, you gotta get ready for that.
I can totally do that. I was thinking that we could do that, and I could get geared up for that one.
You got it.
That way I could. Well,
Whatever's
you're
the best.
yeah. Since we just played Bernadine, another ocean song. You know, it might be good. Not that Bernadine's necessarily an ocean song, but it is kind of ocean adjacent. You know?
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
And we're on that kick because we were just there.
making it
We
happen.
socially distanced, and everybody was behaving and practicing their practices and being good. It was a nice time.
It was a nice time. I enjoyed, hanging out with you. We
Took the doggies.
took the dogs. Got to, it's kind of weird, but there was a graveyard right across from where we were staying, and that is on the coast. That's where coastal Bermuda grass really looks good. It was a well taken care of graveyard, and I went around and looked at the the poetry on the tombstones, and I thought, well, maybe there's some songs in here. There were jackrabbits, and I was telling a friend of ours there were jackrabbits running around, which set the dogs off, and then just kind of like in Wimberley, how they have the boot, Port A has the Farley boat, and so I found out all about Farley boats. Has these little Farley boats all around the place, like Wimberley has the boot. It kind of has some, I don't know, was it ceramic or was it actual? I think it was a ceramic sort of potted
Yeah, I
thing.
think it was a mold of a boat that someone is, sculptures.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I read they're always looking for, because they stopped making them in '75. They got high bow and low sides, so that they can deal with the choppy waters. And FDR came down there to fish for tarpon, because it was a big deal back in the day. And he had a boat, and his wasn't worth a flip out there in the Gulf Coast waters. So he got Mr. Haney to take him tarpon fishing.
Wow.
So that's like, after that it took off.
Well, it sounds
I
like
guess.
you got some inspiration for some more songs. That
Oh,
was
yeah.
well worth the trip. You
Yeah.
keep moving back, but then you see where
Oh,
you
I'm
are.
sorry,
You
I'm sorry.
can't-
Here, let me-
You cannot be seen.
Let me get up
But,
closer.
but you be where you're comfortable. And hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Please share the
Yes.
stream if you like. Send in your request to Coach, and he'll get it to us. And yeah, and we'll play City by the Sea for, I believe it was for Carrie. Is that correct?
For Carrie, I believe that's right.
I think Carrie is the request coach. I don't know if he's got his headphones on. Yeah, thanks, Carrie. I thought so. Here you go. If her words are fire, why can't she watch them glow? It seems like smoke and mirrors is all she gets to know. she'd been here so long, it's hard to believe that she ever hung around the city by the sea. She used to ride with angels, trying to be free. Now she lights a candle and prays down on her knees for those who've gone before her, for those who need relief. She's got the devil at her back, the city by the sea. Won't you give her shelter? Won't you hear her song? You can bring a bottle, you can sing along. She says, come on, reggae songs, come on to me. I will give you rest, I got what you need. And she's got skeletons in her songs down on Josephine. She sings them for a stranger that she's never seen. If you can leave $1, you can buy a dream. She's been looking for some light, the city by the sea. She's been looking for some light, the city by the sea. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you for singing that song.
Oh, love saying that one.
That's a great one. I think old Nancy Griffith might have liked that song.
Oh, I wish, yes, I bet you she, hopefully she would.
Me too. I think so.
Oh, what a loss.
Can't imagine why not.
Great lady, great songwriter.
So we got red bandana.
Red bandana for Bonnie.
Leslie, good to see you. Joey, good to see you.
Brad put a picture of his pups watching the show and they just pass out. I'll show it to you later. I have to go back online and show you. And he says they just, and Joey's in, nice. He said they just curl up. But see, these three try to be on the show. That's the difference, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Show dogs.
Not sure how long we can hold out.
I got to get you in this picture. I'm just going to move this camera.
I can scoot up a little bit.
No, I don't care. I'm about to.
Okay.
I always get it wrong which direction I go. And look, I'm just going to move it over here. So look, there's the wall, everybody. Let's go a little look. Hide.
I love the wall.
I can't. I just get you to scoot this way. It's giving away the fact that the shiplap goes all the way around, but the blue curtain only goes to the corner.
Oh yeah.
It's so pro around here.
So how's it's good to be playing again a little bit. You know, at least it's
nice to play tonight. Sing a little. I felt good about that, and made me feel good.
Got
Thank you guys for the request.
Yeah, we got a little setup here. Coaches in the house. Boom. I don't know what boom means. I was hoping something clever would come out of my mouth then, but nothing did.
Boom's good enough.
Love that guy.
We love him so much. He don't care if you say boom.
Well, I know he doesn't, but I feel like a damn fool.
Fool.
Oh, well, thank you.
You can't be a fool because you're not one.
Well, thank you. I've been a fool most of my
You
life.
feel like one, I guess, but if you want to, it's a choice.
Well, thank you. I
Leslie
guess that's
says
true.
he's listening. Joe's been writing, and
Oh,
he's
good.
got some new stuff. In California, heard some rough cuts today, so he's so excited about that. We can't wait to hear Joe's new music, Leslie. Right
That
on.
guy's a good writer, man. Good singer. My goodness. Sings from the heart, that's for sure. All right. Let's see. So Red Bandana Blues. And I have forgotten who
Bonnie.
that. For Bonnie, for Miss Bonnie.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. See if we can make this happen here. How does this whole thing work? I hadn't played it in so long. Two tie-dyed, brain-fried misfits who lived in a shack in the back of the Bodark Wood. Caddo guy and a Crockett girl worked hard at staying stoned as best they could. Coming up at night, they were high as a Christmas moon. Coming down was the fear in the four walls of their room. They were two hardcore junkies. They stayed drunker than a bunch of monkeys. They had barrels of laughter with no time left to lose. They had nightmares and needles, the Stones and the Beatles, kept all the straight-laced businessmen confused. And the days went by with the Red Bandana Blues. There was ivy growing over their heavenly home, and their only companions were the chickens and doves. When the law had a maid, they got laid in the shade when their face was the grace from the good Lord up above. Making love in the woods was peaceful most of the time. Revolution was the last thing on their mind. They talked foul-mouthed and lazy, and they ate biscuits and gravy. They wore blue bell-bottom jeans and platform shoes. They slapped at the insects, laughed at the rednecks, kept all the straight-laced businessmen confused. And the days went by with the Red Bandana Blues. All right. Sound like a
Yeah.
chicken on that last
So
one.
good.
There were dark suspenders on all-day benders, and the dogs were barking and the kids were running wild. They got gray haired, sat in rocking chairs, built a great big cradle for a newborn flower child. And they never grew up and they never moved to town. Kind of faded away when the Bodark trees got chopped down. They had bad luck and good times. Cold beer and pork rinds. Sunday funnies were the only worthy news. They had nightmares and needles, the Stones and the Beatles, kept all the straight-laced businessmen confused. Yeah, they were low down and worthless. I think I just gained a couple of pounds in the gut. They were nice on the surface. They got by just fine on whatever they could use. And in trouble they got deeper when they grew their crops of reefer. Because business and pleasure were two words that got confused. And the days went by with the Red Bandana Blues. All right. Oh, boy.
He wanted to sing.
Sorry, guys.
I wanted to tell you how amazing you are.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I was trying to do it quietly.
You did a great job. Leon just can't help himself.
He cannot help himself.
We don't need any backup singers. Out. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Go lie down. Come on, buddy. Go lie down. No. Go lie down, buddy. Here, you hung out there?
I got it. Yes. Well, Crockett, Texas. Eric Driscoll. Thank you, Eric. I hope things are going well there in the old Crockett.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good place. I remember that was the inspiration for my first album, South of Town. Driving from A&M back to Tyler with an old friend of mine, just looking at driving down the old El Camino Real. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. And man, yeah, I wrote all those lyrics down, making those trips. Yeah.
I'll interrupt you. We have a request for South of Town from Thomas Martell. So,
Let's do it.
well.
Let's do it. Hey, Thomas, good to see you.
Seems like a good idea.
And you've got some others too, Coach, I think? Are there? Or do you want to start with just the South of Town? We'll start with that. Adam freed one of the goats today from a fence. We call her Fence Head. She's a neighbor's goat. Just thought I'd tell everybody that fun fact. I thought sometimes they just hang around the back fence because we give them our scraps and stuff. I heard her bleating, but I thought I was feeding the dog, so I thought, because one of our dogs, Joni, she can't eat with, she don't play well with others with food, so she has to eat by herself. So she waits outside for her dinner every night. And I heard the bleating, but I just thought it was Jane telling me to bring her some too, you know. But Adam caught it. He came home about 15 minutes later, and he said, Jane's caught up in the fence. So out he goes with his wire cutters and cut her loose because he couldn't free her without it. So good job, Adam, everybody. Good job freeing Miss Fence Head, a.k.a. Jane. Little brindle goat.
And you came and repaired the wire. I couldn't even do it. You came.
Gave her a graham cracker.
Yeah.
Told her it was going to be okay.
I got to tell you here, Chris is not only a talented musician and singer and writer, but she can string up chicken wire and mend fences, and she's not even from Texas. It's amazing.
We do some of that up north too.
Well, that's true.
But I learned most of it here. I'm doing most of it here.
But it was like you already knew how to do it, and you didn't even get one lesson.
Well, I gave you some.
You did. I keep flunking them.
You did great. You're a great.
Well, thank you.
You're a great. What do you call it?
Helper.
Helper. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hold the wires and the pliers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, thank you, Thomas. I hope you're doing well up there in Wisconsin. You guys bond well.
I missed you, Thomas. Yeah. I remember Thomas well. I had to be refreshed on him, but now I know who it is.
He and his daughters put up our doggies for a night.
They did.
Yeah. They gave him a psych evaluation, I think, as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. All right, here we go. South of Town. I went to the bar room last night, promised not to drink. Before I went out the door that night, should have promised not to think about the flip side of my action. When I came home alone, I'm leaving too. So if you come back, you can expect to find me gone. Wonder where I am, tell you where I'll be. Don't use a map or a directory. Don't like making plans a problem. Just like knocking around. Doing nothing feels like something when you're somewhere south of town. Even when you're up in Bonduelle, Wisconsin. The trees bring shade to a porch swing morning. Air smells somewhat clean. My only luxuries are my memories, and they make room for my dream. In pastures I've seen lots of pastures. In dirt roads I see one. It may not take me to a destination, but my destiny is just begun. If you wonder where I am, tell you where I'll be. Don't use a map or a directory. Don't like making plans or problems. Just like knocking around. Doing nothing feels like something when you're somewhere south of town. Maybe tomorrow you can find another man, but tomorrow won't take care of right now. Right now is the second hand. Postcards say I'm sorry, for lack of a better word. Goodbye says I love you. Goodbye never heard. There goes that extra gut again. You can go to Puerto Rico. Thank you, honey. Spend your weekdays in the sun. You can kill time looking at historical markers on the Highway 21. If you drive as far as Crockett, Eric, or if you get on a plane, you can think of me in terms of how it used to be, but you'll never hear me complain. You wonder where I am, tell you where I'll be. Don't use a map or a directory. Don't like making plans or problems. Just like making the rounds. Doing nothing feels like nothing sometimes. Somewhere south of town. Oh yeah. Thomas Martell.
Beautiful. And who requested that again?
I think it was Mr. Thomas Martell.
Oh yeah, Thomas did. That's right. That's
It
right.
was indeed.
Someone was from Crockett.
Oh, that's Eric Driscoll.
So that all tied together. That's
Tied
cool.
together. Tied together.
Okay, Coach, what do you got?
I got love song for my family for Joe. I'm not going to butcher his last name, but Joe. Old Milwaukee's Best for Brad.
Mm-hmm.
Old Child Country Star for Jared Walker.
Oh, Jared.
And Louise for Allison. And I will not butcher your name either. So, Allison, I think you know who you are.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. He's hanging in there. He's got all these new records to work and everything, and he's come here and is at I know the new Malcolm Holcomb record's coming out.
Man.
What a
I
genius!
gotta get my hands on that.
Me too. Me too. Down in Palacios, drinking blue ribbon beer, smoking his very last Pall Mall, setting up his gear, putting out a tip jar that's just as hollow as a drum. Back in 1963, he almost went all the way to #1. He's an old child country star. He played the Grand Ole Opry before he could drive a car. And you might not believe it, now he's 65. He's an old child country star. Got a twinkle in his eye. Silver tone, steel guitar, still ringing in his ear. Black and white promo picture fading through the years. He signs autographs for the teenage gals and their mamas too. If you would like his autograph, he's got one just for you. He's an old child country star. Played the Grand Ole Opry before he could drive a car. You may not believe it. Now he's 65. He's an old child country star. Got that winkle in his eye. Wrote this song with Owen Temple and Jordan Miner, and Owen said, I'm gonna put a word in here called the winkle. I was like, whatever, man. And said a winkle is a wink from an old man. Playing in Palacios, Texas. He was 7 when the record man offered him that golden deal. But Uncle Joe put his foot down, said it was not ideal. They both walked away from the table, didn't sign that dotted line. His chance was gone forever. Thanks, Joe. No big time. He's an old child, country star, still working that out. Got a lifetime full of memories parked out in the yard. You may not believe it, now he's 65. He's an old child country star, got that twinkle in his eye. Well, the kid there in the photograph is the old man at the bar. He's an old child country star. Dang that, Uncle Joe. Won't you please put a dollar bill in his pickle jar? He's an old child country star. And finally, well, the lady in the fruitcake hat said that he'd go far. He's an old child country star. There's still time, Joe. There's still time.
Yeah. That's awesome. A great tune.
Thank you. And I believe we have Old Milwaukee's Best.
You do.
And I'm so sorry I've forgotten.
That's the order?
No,
I think that's for Brad.
For Brad, yeah. And I skipped around. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, Jared. Hey, Daniel. Hi, Mark.
Jared, thanks for the request.
Hi, Eric.
Thanks, Mark. Is there anything that I'm leaving out here?
No, just play it.
I'll play it. Okay, this is one of Chris's favorite songs. This is the one that I think it hooked you.
You had me giggling with this one, but you hooked me with Rice Birds.
The Rice Birds. Oh yeah.
I mean, I fought the border police for Rice Birds.
Yeah. You don't want to fight the border police for no Milwaukee's Best.
I'm just kidding.
That's
I
not.
didn't fight anybody. I just came to see you.
Well,
you came to see me first, and then
I sure
came
did.
To see you
I sure did.
I said you better come over here first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
make
transcontinental. No, what is
Okay,
that?
let's get with it. Play.
All
You
right.
didn't know it was
Sing
going to
con-
attract a girl. You didn't know this song
Never.
was going to.
Never.
But I'm glad. That's the right kind of gal. You got the.
I got
No
the
other
best.
chick's going to ride around in the car or RV or go to dump the black tank with you, other than a chick
God.
who likes Old Milwaukee's Best. Now play the song.
That's
I just
it.
said way
All right.
too much already.
Here we go. Lost my first wife to a woman. Lost my second wife to a man. Lost my third wife to my cousin. Lost my fifth wife to my aunt. Gotta train them girls like bulldogs, boys, if you want to keep them around. Got a case of Old Milwaukee. She won't never let me down. Like drinking with my friends around. Suck 'em back till I hit the ground. They're here with me and they'll be here till the end. Well, the wife and the kids and the dogs are gone. Can't get Jesus on the phone. Old Milwaukee's best, my best friend. Old Milwaukee ain't the best way for the American boy to go. Got a dually pickup truck, got 10 miles of the open road. My rear view streak with gravel. My windshield's marked with tears. Got the pages of old Larry Flint. Got the honeys of the year. Like to drink 'em with my friends around. Suck 'em back till I hit the ground. They're here with me and they'll be here till the end. Well, the wife and the kids and the dogs are gone. Can't get Jesus on the phone. Old Milwaukee's best, my best friend. All right. prices were dropping then, my third wife had enough of that. Ran off to the Holy Land with old Yesterfat. Got 13 girls in a harem. It's got carpets and bags of beads. But I got a 12-pack of old Milwaukee. Just one more trick up my sleeve. Like drinking with my friends around. Sucking back till I hit the ground. They're here with me and they'll be here till the end. Well, the wife and the kids and the dogs are gone. Can't get Jesus on the phone. Old Milwaukee's best is my best friend. Ain't ran out of options yet. But my daddy was a preacher in a church full of old outlaws. Got about as much fear of Satan as I got of Santa Claus. I read the Revelations, ain't worried in the least. You got 3 6-packs of Milwaukee's best. You got the number of the beast. Like drinking with my friends around, sucking back till I hit the ground. They're here with me and they'll be here till the end. Well, the wife and the kids and the dogs are gone. Can't get Jesus on the phone. Old Milwaukee's best is my best friend. Old Milwaukee's best. Everybody.
Well, Tuesday people sing it.
Come
Let's
on,
start
Tuesday
again.
people. My best friend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were going to start it again. Like old Milwaukee's best, you know the refrain.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Good job.
Thank you.
Brian's here, so now we can really get started.
Brian Blake.
BB, you got hiccups again?
Got the
They
hiccups
came back?
again. They came back.
Jesus.
I'm scaring myself.
Ah,
Sorry.
I tried that earlier, it didn't work.
Oh, okay.
Remember we tried that. Okay, coach, keep us straight. We got,
Yeah.
what do we got next? We got,
Love song for my family for Joe.
yeah.
We got
Oh, Joe, thanks. Man.
Louise for Allison.
Oh, great.
I wrote it for you for Mark Sunland for Mr. DeFore, who passed away.
Oh, man, that's nice, Mark. Yeah, John DeFore, he was a great guitar teacher, dang good songwriter in Mineola, Texas. Taught Michelle Schacht, Miranda Lambert, Casey Musgraves, and many others. And he gave me, they used to have a venue down there, up there in Mineola. And first time I saw Ray Wiley Hubbard is at that venue. He was a friend of John's from from the old days, and it was probably '96, I guess. Ray came and played, and I think I had written 2 songs. Not to make it all about me, but I'd written 2 songs, and one of them was kind of like London Homesick Blues, and the other one was Picture Show, and I played a picture show for John DeFore and a guy named Randy Brown, who's another excellent songwriter from there, and Ray, and another dude named John. I don't remember his last name. He was the bass player for Ray. That I think DeFore and John and this bass player John were Ray's pickup band. You know, he's kind of like Chuck Berry, where he would just he probably didn't know they were playing with him until that day.
Gave him the 145 and told him to get out there.
Exactly.
Do everything Ray says to do.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, because Ray was like, well, here's John and here's John, and I'm, yeah. But who knows, But
You
yeah,
played your song and
played my song yeah, it was pretty cool, and so I had the picture show and I had the other song, and I played the kind of Bob Dylan song, and they weren't like, get out of here, that sounds like a Bob Dylan song. They were very supportive. They were like, well, John DeFore, that's kind of like a London Homesick Blues, not in a way you're like, well, that sounds like London Homesick Blues, probably like I would do, but he was like, I could see that, I enjoy what you're trying to do,
well, they encouraged you.
encourage. And I was just, he wasn't really, what it was there was a kind of a hippie from Tyler who was into this kind of music, and so he would take me around to he lived down the street from my parents. He would take me around we would go to the gigs and stuff, and that he said, hey man, you got to Poor David's and this place in Mineola, you got to come see these shows, and I
he said, maybe they can hear your songs, because they got like a picking circle, and afterward. And so I came there and we heard Ray. And then the other cool thing was that Ray, I said, hey, Ray, I'd like to be a songwriter as well. And instead of saying, well, get in line, Jack, he said, oh, man, that's great. It was very encouraging as well.
That's great.
And then I played this picture show song.
But you're not playing that now.
I'm not playing that now.
I'm just making sure you're getting into
Playing Love Song for My Family. Sorry, I should have set that one up.
Well, you're going to be set right up for when you go ahead and play John DeFore Wrote It For You. You've already talked about John, but I mean, it's a great loss, and I'm sad. We've had a lot of loss, and
Yeah, we sure have, haven't we?
you toured a little with John. You told your
Yeah,
mom that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Did a couple shows, played some shows with him.
I did. I toured with. So when I had moved to Austin, and not long after that, a couple years after that, and
You don't have to worry about doing the rest if you don't want to.
no, I was trying to figure out if I was in the right tuning, yeah, John. I had moved to Austin. I was Corey Morrow's roommate, and I met Chris Wall then, who we also lost recently. And I will remember that I was just, I was opening. Corey was allowing me to open his shows, and it wasn't really my audience, even though he was gracious to me, and I was, hanging out on the couch a lot. And then I got this call from this Italian dude that said he wanted me to come play in Italy. And I thought, well, that's probably not going to happen, but how cool was that?
Well, that's right.
And I
John
was like,
went with you to Italy.
He did. I remember when I got that call, I was like, well, what do you think of that, Corey Morrow? But you're not going to Italy anytime soon. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I did think that.
Get going. Play Love Song. Don't you get... He probably did too afterward.
He did. He
Yeah, there you
did
go.
go
So there you
later,
go.
I'm sure. Yeah, because
All right, I gotta keep you. I want
Okay.
you to keep telling stories, but I also think you should. I gotta do the little road manager wife business. and
Right.
Get
Right.
with singing.
Mr. John DeFore went with me and played guitar with me.
I hate to tell you what to do. I'm sorry.
That's
he
okay.
He did go up with you. You ate a lot of pasta, and he didn't like that all the time.
Well, it was a rough tour.
Yeah.
And he was older, and he had done that before. He had been there, done that, and I had not. Yeah.
Right. But you had a good experience with him, and those are the memories and the stories, and we do want to hear. I'm sorry that I rushed you on to play this.
Oh, no, it's cool. I realized that I may not be able to play it in this tuning, but I'm going to try it out and see. Here we go. Love Song for the Family. A love song I'll sing for my memory. A love song I'll write for my family. I'll sing to the mountains, the highest hill. Know that I'll find you, I always will. Know that I need you, I always will. Like pale blue-eyed memories, dreams all my own. The burgundy glow of an old saxophone. I'll sing to the mountains and the highest hill. Know that I'll find you, I always will.
I love you. I always will. Well, like the sea, when the ghosts in the graveyard start getting me down, when the full moon is shining and there ain't no one around, I'll hold my head high and I will not be still. Know that I love you, and I always will. Know that I need you, I always will. Well, through all of my sorrows, the storms and the rain, I will hold my head high, I won't break the chain. The ones who are living, the ones who are still, know that I love you, I always will. Know that I need you, and I always will. A love song I'll write for my family, a love song I'll sing for my memory, the ones who are living, the ones who are still. Know that I love you, I always will. Know that I need you, I always will. Oh, well, I have
What
to
key
practice
was
that
that
one.
in?
That was the key of I don't know what the heck I'm doing.
You did a great job. Coach is missing, so you're gonna do. We got.
We have the picture show. We
Picture,
have
well,
the.
was picture show in there? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm sorry. We have the wrote it for you.
Wrote it for you.
For Mark.
Uh huh.
We have
Louise for Alice.
Louise for Allison.
So is what's first?
Let's
Coach?
do Louise because I'm set up for that.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Is
good.
that cool?
Well, then that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
And I am so sorry to say, get on with it. I was joking. That was a joke.
No, it's okay.
I feel like a real fart head for that.
That's
But
okay.
anyway, it's real time. This is show business, live streaming. Marital Harmony, Marital Discord is a song I've been threatening to write for a while. I haven't written it. I like that idea. Maybe you can help me write it.
Let's do it.
But that was Harmonious Discord. I think that was going on there. But I was so glad for you to share those stories. And
Harmonious Discord.
I
I like it.
don't know if there's such a thing, but
I like it.
okay, good. So you got Louise.
Yeah. Let me just
All right.
make sure I got this.
And we wrote this one together, and this is on Good Farmer. And thanks for requesting it, Allison. And we met a fella who collects songs about Louise, and his name is John, and he has a YouTube channel that is a brilliant channel. It's very well organized. And if you look up, what's John's last name again?
Baron.
John Barron. And on YouTube, maybe he might come up, but he collects songs about Louise, and he asked us if we each had a song about Louise when we were there many moons ago, and we did not. You actually had Louise in a song for Gulf Coast. Is that, or Billy Gibbons Beard parked it in Louise? Excuse me.
Right. That's true. The town name.
Yeah, but so that would have counted, I think. He would
Yeah.
count that if Louise is in the song. It doesn't have to be about Louise. I think.
Oh,
the
yeah.
I think any. I'm not sure. I have to check, clarify that.
Just the name Louise.
So we wrote this song because he inspired us to write a song about Louise. And then Michael O'Connor has one.
It's killer. It's killer. It's like Keith Richards.
So good.
Yeah.
Are you ready for
Love it. Let's do it.
Let's
Let's
hit
do
it.
it. How does this thing go? Saw your face on a billboard sign. Barely recognized your smile. Homesick blues behind your eyes. You're up the road about half a mile. Wayward girl in a cotton dress played the devil's last request. Danced with one, but you left the rest. Moonlight child on a midnight quest. Saw another side of you. You rumble like a 502, turning all them heads around. You should hear the talk in town. Heard you on the radio. All the places we don't go. Getting ready for the show. Louise, you brought us to our knees. Yes, you did. Oh,
Oh,
we still miss you so. We still miss you so. We still miss you so. Gypsy curses, family names, songbirds in that silver rain, lonely tears and your mother's grief. Fell just like a dogwood leaf. Louise, you brought us to our knees. Oh,
oh,
we still miss you so. We still miss you so. We still miss you so.
Thanks, Allison.
Thanks, Allison.
I know Mark's happy too. He loves that one.
Oh, man. And Daniel, you played football against Palacios and Louise. Right on.
Whoa. There you go.
There's a lot of...
Thank you.
so cool. So cool. And then we had Wrote It For You for
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Sunland.
Then you have Rice Birds for Me via Brian Blake, and Poking Around in the Ashes for Thomas Martell again.
All right, Thomas.
Oh, nice.
Picking out all the favorites.
Speaking about poking around, Adam's got a lyric sheet he's getting ready for someone, and I've got one getting ready for Sheila. Mark, let Sheila know. And Sheila, if you're watching on the screen in the living room, I'll start penning that soon. We got back from the beach and had to shake the sand from everywhere, and also just get back in the swing of things and get the live stream up today. So starting the end of this week, I'll, tomorrow and throughout the week, I'll get writing. I believe we've decided that I'm writing Love You Already, and on that note, if you want a lyric sheet, you can find them at adamcarroll.com. They are there to purchase a song of your choice. That's how we've been paying the bills. There's also song coaching. If you send an email to adam@adamcarroll.com. Any booking requests, you can send to booking@adamcarroll.com, and our beloved coach is with us tonight, looking to book some things. It's uncertain times with everything that's going on, again, with putting people in rooms together, but we're going to make it the safest experience and make smart choices on how we're playing and what we're doing. And if you'd like us to come to a city near you, let us know, booking@adamcarroll.com, and let Coach know. We've got the Bugle Boy coming up next month. Wait, not next month, October. But we've got the Saxon Pub in
October.
That's October as well. And the Bugle Boy might be a virtual stream, but you can support the show in advance, and we might just stream it right live. Like, there might not be an audience. It's the way, it might be, might not be. We're not sure yet.
Kind of in the air, but
BugleBoy.org, though, you can go and support all their live streams because they've been doing so great, with music. So
pros over there.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
we can do private parties.
Yeah,
if you want,
we'll come and play. We'll be safe.
Thanks for getting us through, everybody. All the generosity you've shown us. I hope that the songs match your generosity. I sure love playing them.
Well,
and with you.
As a fan of yours, I'm going to say that they I think they're very well. They match.
Oh, good.
And I think folks have been wonderful. We know that for sure. But your bloody songs are so good.
Well, thank you.
And we'll think about doing a workshop again coming up in the fall. Okay, so stay tuned for that.
That's right. And so this is
Wrote it for you.
yeah. So, Mr. Sunland, dedicate this to John DeFore, the memory of John DeFore. Speaking of songwriting, he used to have he lived in this, for a lot of the time, he lived in this old hotel in downtown Mineola, Texas. And what he would do is, I think it was kind of like a studio, and it was an old, Art Deco, old-timey hotel. And that's where he kept all his guitars. It was before eBay, and he would get all these awesome old Gibson guitars from like farmers markets and stuff from around. He would have all these I was just so jealous of the guy, but also I was just fascinated. Somebody could collect all those awesome guitars, And sometimes I would drive to Mineola and hang out with John. The first time I met him, he had, he's kind of the type of guy who'd wear overalls, and he was kind of looked like a cross between Jerry Garcia and Santa Claus, And as close as I was going to get to either of them was Mr. John DeFore. But what I thought was kind of interesting was that he had this, these old Art Deco tile ceilings, in his little studio room, kind of on the back of his hotel, that was supposed to have been haunted, and of course, and but he had this in the tile ceilings. He would encourage, I'd come over and he'd say, well, maybe we can work on a song, and he'd taught guitar to all these students, like I was saying earlier. And he said, look at those holes in those tiles up there in the ceiling. I said, really? He said, what's that? He said, well, we when I'm here with my students and we're working on songwriting, when we get stuck on something, we throw pencils up there in the tiles to see if we can get inspiration. So I always thought that was kind of a neat songwriter trick. First time I saw it, had a crack in the side. Looked so neglected next to a J45. Let's see, how's it go? Felt like my heart was broken in two. This guitar has got just one song. I wrote it for you. I left it in a dumpster for a hobo to find. I played it in a blues bar, just a note at a time. This is a lot like him. It's split down the middle. Oh, what can you do? This guitar's got only one song. I wrote it for you. Tried so many tricks with that 1, 4, and 5 in front of so many faces and so many eyes. I'm thinking of you, my love, only your eyes will do.
Guitar's got only one song, and you know I wrote it for you. I hope that you're happy in that faraway land, dreaming about children and holding on to their hand. What I couldn't give you, I hope this will prove to be true. This guitar's got only one song, but you know, just like old John DeFore, I wrote it for you. You know I wrote it for you.
Beautiful.
Long live John DeFore. R.I.P.
God
buddy.
bless.
Great guy.
So you've got rice birds
Rice birds.
from BB. Coach gets to pick. I suppose it's Coach's pick.
Coach's
Mark
choice.
says thanks, Adam.
Oh yeah.
And then, what else was there, Coach? There was one.
Poking around the ashes for Thomas Martell, and finish the night with coal for Eric Driscoll.
Oh, great. Great way to go out for the night. Awesome.
All right. Anybody got any? Let's see, so rice birds, Coach. Good to see you, David Britton. I was thinking of you when the rice birds flew, when the false dawn came with the morning dew. You're a thunderstorm raging outside my garage. You're the white shirt peeking through my camouflage. All right. I was thinking of you and I won't forget. Tale of the turtle and the Bayou Tish. I cannot dance, but I can hang on. There's some sweet memory down in Oberlin. I was thinking of you at the Mardi Gras. Fords and Chevys like I never saw. I wish you were there to dance with me. And hear that Cajun symphony. Well, I was thinking of you at the LA bar. got so drunk couldn't drive my car. I was dreaming about you with my 10-ounce beer, dreaming sweet daydreams, wishing you were here. I was thinking of you when you had the braids in your hair, down in good old Houston, but it might as well have been just about anywhere. I was dreaming about you in my changing ways. I still think about you in my traveling days. I was thinking of you where the sunset glows, down the old Mississippi where the Gulf wind blows. I was dreaming about you in the fleur-de-lis. I was wishing you were next to me. Chris Carroll, everybody.
Adam Carroll. Poking around the ashes and coal.
Coach.
Thomas, thank you again for another request. Thanks, everybody, for your tips tonight and coming out. Are you ready for poking around the ashes?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Well, the campground was quiet. Everyone's gone. High needles are smoking as I sing a song about unfulfilled romance. Untouched desires poking around in the ashes, too close to the fire. Poking around in the ashes, too close to the fire. Her name was Vanessa. She tore me apart. She left smoke on my brain. She put rocks in my heart. She sat in the front row on the left corner aisle. Damn near punched my ticket when she flashed me a smile. William Shakespeare'd be speechless if he looked at her lips, and Anne Margaret get jealous if she saw her hips. I have to censor all the thoughts that transpired, poking around in the ashes, too close to the fire. Poking around in the ashes, too close to the fire. I tried to stay focused, but her eyes were too much. We blushed when we giggled, but we never did touch. When I looked at my test scores, I put my head in my hands, wrote I love Vanessa on my final exam. 3 o'clock Monday, the last school bell rang. I ran to her sports car, I screamed out her name, and all I remember before I went black was I saw her talking to the star quarterback. So listen up, campers, it's better I learn to get stung by an ember before you get burned. 'Cause the saints shared the flames with the thieves and the liars, poking around in the ashes, too close to the fire. Poking around in the ashes, too close to the fire. Poking around in the ashes, too close to that fire.
Yeah.
Thanks for singing that with
Hey,
me.
you're welcome. Remember, I told you I did some errands before our trip, and I was out and about for a little while, and I had Tom T. Hall, and then I had that I was loving him, and then South of Town came on, and I was singing away with that, and just, I don't know if there was another one. Who did I say? Who else did I have in the changer? Was it Ray? I don't know who it was. Was Mark Youngers is in the other car?
Oh, yeah.
You know, Youngers' new album. I love listening to that.
So good.
Plagues and
Sins and Plagues.
Sins and Plagues.
Yeah.
Great album.
4 in.
9 in.
9 in, sorry.
is one
Sorry,
of my
9 in.
favorite. And love. I think I want to cover that. There's another one I want to cover from him, and
Which one?
I don't want to say it
Oh,
because I think I should learn it and then do it.
got it. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah, sure. So check out Mark's new album this past. Well, you put it out or the beginning of this. I can't remember what year. What year are we in? We don't know anymore.
2020,
It's his
whatever.
latest one. So, and
Yeah.
go get all the other ones too, because you won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
But I was listening to, and now tonight I realize I have to go and get. I have an access to all the merch, even though I could just stream it. But I'm a CD girl, you know, like to put the CDs in there in the car, and I need to go get Let It Choose You and put it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just decided tonight that'll be what I'll switch out south of town. I think I have 5 spots in that car. So, change it.
That's a nice changer, isn't
That's
it?
great. Yeah. Well, guys, you guys have been great. Adam, are you okay?
I'm
you
good.
Need to call
I'm just,
SOS. Just ask for help if you need it.
Just lassoing everything.
I know. You have to get rigged right up.
Chris James, good to see you. Old schoolmate of schoolmates.
Nice.
Let's see, we got Cole. Yes, right. Thanks.
This is for Eric?
Thanks, Eric Driscoll.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's see. Is the sound
Get
still on?
comfy.
Yeah,
Does
it is.
sound,
Okay.
Is sound not working?
I think it.
Stop?
It seems to have changed. I don't.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, maybe it's just me.
We're just going daft
Okay, here we
as
go.
the show goes along.
All right. Well, let's see.
time for
Check,
it.
check. Oh yeah, it's still working.
It's still going.
Cole sits in prison. God save his soul. 6 years in Huntsville with 99 to go. Cole killed a banker, watching some cash. His thoughts fall on stone floors with cigarette ashes. The young son's got nothing but blood on his hands by the grave that he made for an old wealthy man. And his mother is weeping, she's a pitiful sight. Says he met Jesus in that jail cell tonight. Says he met Jesus in his jail cell tonight. Guards close the big gates with a turn of a hinge. A lonely old widow sleeps with revenge. Cole sleeps with sunsets and bright midnight stars. Rhythm of nightsticks that are tapping the bars. And the young son's got nothing but blood on his hands by the grave that he made for an old wealthy man. And his mother is weeping, she's a pitiful sight. But he says he met Jesus in his jail cell tonight. He says he met Jesus in his jail cell tonight. Well, he lives in his memories with a wife for 2 years. Black and white photo stained with his tears. She's left him for Tulsa, said damn you to hell. She stares at the mirror in a low-rent motel. And a young son's got nothing but blood on his hands by the grave that he made for an old wealthy man. And his mother is weeping, she's a pitiful sight. But he says he met Jesus in his jail cell tonight. He says he met Jesus in his jail cell tonight. He blends with the inmates. They all dress the same. They don't like his face. They don't know his name. He's cursed by the warden. He's calmed by the priest. Well, he fights with his conscience for his sins to release. Don't you cry for me, mama.
Days came and went, now the chamber is empty. The last shell's been spent. Looking on my wife, give her your care. If I go to heaven, I know I'll see you there. And a young son's got nothing but blood on his hands by the grave that he made for an old wealthy man. His mother is weeping, she's a pitiful sight. He says he met Jesus in his jail cell tonight. He says he met Jesus in his jail cell tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks, Eric. You're
Thanks,
welcome.
everybody.
Chris
Coach,
Carroll.
Zach calling it. We're done. All right, everybody. We'll be back next week, Adam.
See you next Tuesday.
Okay, we'll be back next week. Thanks, everyone, for watching. And thanks, Coach, once again. Good night, everybody.
Coach. Chris Carroll.